Hi, Angela again, and I have here one of the little green chef boys. This is Joshua. And one allergy that Joshua and Jaden both have is that they are allergic to what?
Wheat and dairy.
Dairy, exactly. And so can you drink regular cow's milk?
No.
So what are some of your favorite milks, and can you have any kind of milk?
Rice milk, almond milk, and coconut milk.
Okay, rice milk, almond milk, and coconut milk. All right, great. Which one is your favorite?
Well, most favorite, I would say rice milk. My second is almond milk.
Okay, and do you know how to make your own almond milk?
A little bit.
All right, well today we're going to show you how to make almond milk. We make our own almond milk. It's a lot cheaper than having to buy it from the store, plus we can add to it whatever we want, so you can play with it a little bit to make it your specialty. But when we're just making plain almond milk, you need a cup of raw organic almonds, and they need to have been soaked in pure water for at least 6 to 8 hours. All nuts are hard to digest, so soaked nuts are always the best. Now, something like cashews, you wouldn't want to soak as long because they're a softer nut, so they would become mush if you soaked them too long. But almonds, they're a good hardy nut, so they need about 6 to 8 hours to soak. So these have already been soaked. So Joshua, why don't you go ahead and just add them to the blender there, okay? Just if you got a good Vitamix is a wonderful blender to have. All right, then after we have the cup of soaked nuts in there, we add a little bit of salt. You just want to sprinkle in a little bit of salt. I really don't. This is just kind of to bring out the flavors. We really don't put a lot of that in there. And then we want some honey. Would you put some honey in there? Now you could also sweeten it with agave if you would rather do it. You can also turn this into chocolate milk if you want to. You can add a banana to it, make it have a banana flavor and creamy, whatever you're after. That's good on the honey. But you want to put maybe about 1 teaspoon to a tablespoon of honey, depending upon how sweet you want it. Then you will fill it up the rest of the way with water. So Joshua, I'm going to fill this up. While I'm filling this up, why don't you tell them the things you like to use almond milk for? What are some things you like to use almond milk for?
I like to use it in cereal, and of course I drink it just a lot, just inside the cup. And oatmeal, yes, I love it in oatmeal. So try it in oatmeal. There's just a lot of different ways. Yeah, I like them in all different ways. So,
can you cook with it?
Yes. Sorry, I had to think there.
You can make pudding with the milk, right?
Oh, yes.
You can, when we make our gluten-free bread, we use warm almond milk
Yep.
to make that.
So which would you rather, chocolate milk or regular almond milk?
Chocolate milk. It's the best.
Do you ever add greens to milk?
No.
Why not? Will you try that? We have a guest!
Hello, Elliot.
Now the super reds really turn out really good. Adding a little bit of that to your milk is almost like having like strawberry flavored milk or something. That is awesome. Okay, so you fill up this. We're actually running out of our good pure water right now, so I couldn't fill it quite as far. But you just simply put that on there. Javen, would you put, Javen over here is another one of the little green chefs. Would you go ahead and put the lid on there? Can you reach here? We'll pull this over here a little bit. Okay. There you go. The side over here. There you go. And will you hold that and turn it on? Nope, turn that first. There you go. Turn it on high. So then we take it, and you can drink it just straight like this if you like. Not everybody likes it like that. So what we do is we just strain it through a fine strainer. And what's really awesome about this is that the stuff that you get in the strainer is actually almond flour. You can use that for gluten-free cooking. Use almond flour in anything. You can lay it out thin in a dehydrator if you want and dehydrate it. A lot of times I'll just use it as is in recipes. But you got your milk here. All right, I need a spoon so I can.
How long does almond milk last?
It lasts about a week. You wouldn't really want it sitting in your fridge longer than a week. For the most part, we go through it pretty quickly, so we don't have that problem. But for times where maybe we weren't all around a lot that week, yeah, you don't want it sitting in your fridge longer than a week. It's not like things you get from the store that have added things to make them last longer. So this is just complete pure milk. You know exactly 100% what you're getting. And this is really good to have. And the thing about almond milk as compared to rice milk is that when you're gluten-free, which we are, you tend to get way too much rice in your diet. Everything is rice. Rice tortilla shells, rice noodles. Javen Nathaniel. Everything tends to have rice in it, and you really don't want that much rice. So it's good to mix it up and have some either almond milk or coconut milk instead of the rice milk. Javen was just taking, we have made some homemade crystallized ginger. We just got done making that today, and that's what Javen was putting under here. But you can pretty much do anything with this. And then as you can see, what I have left here is good old almond flour. So I've got two purposes. I've got my almond milk and I've got my almond flour. So making your own definitely saves you money if you're gluten and dairy free.
Almond flour is pretty liquidy. Does that mean that you can use less liquids when you make stuff?
If you choose to use the almond flour just like this, which I do most of the time, yes, you'll want to lessen the amount of liquids that are called for in the recipe. But a lot of people will lay this out in their dehydrator if they have a dehydrator, and they'll dehydrate it so it gets dried out again. So it just depends on what you do. If you dry it out, then you'll just follow the recipe exact with the same amount of liquids. But if you do like I do a lot of times and just use it wet like this in there, then yeah, you'll want to cut back on your liquids. So anyways, I hope that this has helped some of you others that might be learning to be dairy-free or gluten-free, and you can get yourself some of your own almonds and make this at home. Save yourself a few dollars. It's really simple. So.